All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Real Stocks. Still getting set up here. Move my chat over. That's about how we. That's about how we do. We get our chat moved over, and we start looking at stocks. All right, I see some movers on my screen today. Looks like some earnings today. Garmin, Domino's Pizza moving up a little bit. Looks like some dividends. Not earnings. So take a look at the stars doing some work on the NASDAQ last night. I think we're definitely headed higher here longer term. Got a good print on the NASDAQ so far, up 0.55%. Still supported at that 50-day moving average. That's good. Always good when you see that. Higher volume day yesterday, which was a support day. So hopefully that'll be just a little bit more fuel to the fire. Moving up higher there. Let's go check out our stuff. Our articles and such. Let me see. Okay. Need to open up a new window. Here we go. All right, let's check out our pre-market movers. See what's going on today. A few are doing pretty good there. Let's go ahead and use this one right here. We got Pi up at 26, jumping 38%. My goodness, a very gappy stock. Gap down, gap up. That's an island bottom. In case you ever wondered what an island bottom is, that is an island bottom. And then now we're gapping up to, let's just make this large. 38, no, 26, 38%, 26. So right about there, right towards that high. So that's going to give us kind of a weird cup base on Pi, but looks like we had earnings. Pretty high on negative 19 cents. That's interesting. XBit. Don't want to be involved in that. Coda. Cries. That's interesting. Up at 2020, so not quite towards the high there. The high is 21.17. TLRD. Tailored Brands. Nope. TSG. GNC. Wow. How the mighty have fallen. Man, I remember GNC. It was just a young lad running tremendously. Yep, 2013. Not anymore. The $2.71. What is your deal? Like, seriously. That's really far. I'm not a bottom buyer, but I'm still not. But at the same time, you got to be intrigued if you can pick a $2 stock that maybe could have comeback potential. Man, that's insane. TLRY again? Holy crap. 114 bucks. Guys, we saw this down here at 34 if you remember. So this thing needs to base out. Unless that was your base right there, those 4 days, and you bought right there 2 days ago, 3 days ago. EVRI. Oh, that's interesting. Opening at $9, which is just into all-time highs. EVRI, what do you do? Okay, composite rating isn't great. Relative strength isn't great. Provides cash access and data intelligence services and solutions to the gaming industry. Earnings are pretty good, 107% last quarter. So that's good. If you look at quarter over quarter, or I should say, yeah, quarter over quarter, 37 versus negative 329, there's definitely some growth there. Negative 5 cents to positive 6 cents, negative 29 cents to 2 cents. So there's definitely a good growth pattern there. That could be one of the reasons why this looks interesting. Wow, really been stuck in a range here since, well, back to 2008 at least. $9 puts it over this recent high. Not sure if it needs to or can go higher than that. Margin's not very good. 3-year sales growth rate's not very good. In fact, they suck. No institutions looking at it. I mean, that's okay. That's pretty good volume, don't get me wrong. Fundamentally, though, really nothing to get excited about. Nice to have some of that information. I think I'm going to pass on that one, although, yeah, I think I'll just pass on that one. Really needs to get past 1042. That's its all-time high. Turn my volume down there for you. NGL. Energy Partners Limited. Up 7%. 90 shares traded. Big, big spender. ARQL. SDFcom. Ooh. Nothing great today. BCLI. Yin. That is FTSE Bull 3 times ETF is up 5.62% today. So this means that the FTSE had a great day. And that's not bad at all when the FTSE has a good day. So this is the European stock market, FTSE, FTSE 100. Let's see if we can get a general chart of that. Let's go of 5 years. 2015. Wow. Pretty much oscillating around here. That's interesting. Looking at the FTSE 100 over here. And so there's the all-time chart. Let me go ahead and just bring this down a little bit. So that's a 5-year chart. And you got this peak here is in 2015. So there's the peak in 2015. There's the peak in early 2018, which is this peak right here. And if you look at this chart, which is the underlying asset, we could just be getting started in a downtrend, a failure to go higher here, and a roll down, which is not good. And your headlines are FTSE 100 declines ease as pound dips after Bank of England leaves rates unchanged. That's a little bit bullish. Declines ease. That's an interesting statement. So anyway, that's what I was looking at right there. Trying to see, is this a buying opportunity for potentially the FTSE? And keep in mind, this is a 3 times ETF, so if it goes back up here to 60, 100, that's a 200% gain. I mean, I'm not really Super mad at a 200% gain last time I checked. What's up, Matt? What do you think of weed stocks, weed, APH, etc.? I think APH. Oh, APH. Wow, that's been in a uptrend going back a long time. I don't remember what this does. Look it up in IBD. This is not a weed stock. At least this one that there's two different APHs actually, if I remember correctly. And I always get them confused, and I think a lot of people do. So this Amphenol one though, this APH, and I don't know about WEED. I don't get that on my ticker here. Yeah, see, I'm in the U.S., so I don't get that. That was always frustrating. So there's Weed, Canopy Growth Corporation, and that looks like a nice little bull flag. Healthy consolidation, probably get it on a break of this on extended volume. Bearish engulfing candle right there on elevated selling. That's a 2-hour chart. Never mind, let me go to the daily. Don't do 2-hour charts in stocks. So it looks like it's a pullback. Here's your larger breakout in Canopy Growth Company. And just like in the U.S., a lot of these are having really good runs. And what was the other one you mentioned? APH. Aphria. Don't know anything about this thing. A lot of elevated volume lately, which is nice and healthy. So this is formed a cup. Looks like it may be in the middle of forming a handle. So I'd probably say your buy is, over here about the $22 range, give or take. So, I mean, these are very volatile stocks. You kind of have to get in and kind of have to hold them. So we've seen here in the U.S. some of these weed stocks come up and come down. Like Cron is a great example. It's been all over the place. Still holding high. There's the daily chart. Of course, this also had some kind of fuddish news, but you can see the swings here are huge. Like this, I think was like a 25% down day. Yeah, close it like 25% down, and then right back up, and then now we're back down a little bit. So very volatile. You kind of have to hold on to these ones, I think, at this level. Hello, Stefan. Or Steven. I'm not sure how to pronounce that with a PH. Yeah, the difference is the gaps. I mean, really, the difference is the gaps in the stock market. And in the stock market you have to contend with gaps. In the crypto market you have to contend with being up 24/7. So it's one half dozen or the other. You either have to be okay with the gaps or be okay with being woken up at 3 in the morning, if you have alerts placed. So, Steven? Okay, cool. Yeah, so like if you hold here, this is I mean that's a pretty good gap. I think it's like 8% gap it closed down, about 5%. So 5% gap. If you give that a little bit of room, this quickly became 8%, and then quickly became much greater than 8%. So, just depends. All right, so let's check out So we checked out our pre-market movers. Let's check out our NASDAQ pre-market movers. A lot of them are in this prior screen, but some of them aren't. XBit, Tillery, Cara. These two are not. CARA, at least not that I remember. CARA. That actually doesn't look too bad. And ARQL. We've seen this in the past. It's up 6%, so not a tremendous amount. We saw XBit in the prior one. Cara we did not. Let's take a look at Cara. Some interesting action. See what IBD has to say about Cara. Cara Therapeutics develops new chemical entities designed to alleviate pain by selectively targeting kappa opioid receptors. A drug manufacturer? Strange. RS relative strength is over 90, but a lot of the other fundamentals are just complete garbage. Breeze through this article real quick. Negative growth for sales and earnings in the last quarter. Yeah. So probably going to let that one go. Eli the other day posted out an inverted head and shoulders in Netflix. Looks like that's proven to be pretty good so far. Steven, following the crypto channel all year. Now I'm here too. Thank you very much. And looking at a couple of stocks in the ASX. Oh yeah, sure, Steven. Yeah, thanks for letting me know they're foreign, at least to me. And I can pull them up over here on TradingView. What you got, buddy? Why don't you post them there? I'm going to go fill up my water. All right, I'm back. For bottoms, Steven. Bottoms are tough, my friend. Very tough. Okay, so Kidman FPO. I will say a lot of stock trading is fundamental. You want to be involved in the best stocks fundamentally. And I don't know much about this one, but you want to make sure they have positive earnings growth. You want to make sure that a lot of things are going their way. So I'll start by saying that. Obviously, these are well below the 50 and the 200-day moving average, which are right there. But just from a technical perspective, let's take a peek at this. But again, there's a lot more to stocks than just technicals. This is not crypto. You do have to take fundamentals into consideration because the people that move the market are institutions, and they live off of fundamentals. All right, so we broke that trend line, which is pretty good. The volume down here is not too bad. Kind of a high volume area right there ever since you crossed that low. Now we reverse through. It actually does look pretty good. Coming up to the 50-day moving average here. Good morning, Eli. Yeah, overall this isn't too bad for a bottom buy. Thank you for prefacing that you're looking at a bottom. Yeah, 8 minutes. Yeah, wow, that is close. But yeah, so this is a great volume day. You can see right there you had a lot of green volume, biggest candle in a while. So could continue. Also maybe do a little bit of a pause because we're coming up to prior resistance. So depending on your time frame, if you're willing to give this you know, a number of months, you'll probably be okay right there. It does look pretty good. Not a textbook bottom. You don't have a major bottoming candle, but the reversal so far looks okay. All right, TLS. I'm assuming it's TLS. Okay, assuming it's that one. So Telestra actually has a bit of a bull flag, a mini inverted head and shoulders right there. There was your neckline. I mean, a very, very tight neckline to that right shoulder. That's really tight. Good volume on the up thrust. Falling volume right here. Not bad at all across the 50-day, coming up to the 200-day on the daily chart. As a bottom, it doesn't look too bad. And here's the problem with bottoms, though. You don't know if they're going to do this, if they're going to do this, which makes you dead money for, I don't know, a long time in many cases. You really have no idea what it's going to do, and that's the problem with a bottom. Okay, it in its very simplistic form. In a very, very simplistic form, you have no idea if it's just going to live down here or if it's going to go higher. And being in a stock that's going higher is half the battle. If you can be in stocks that are heading into new highs instead of at new lows, then even on turnaround plays, then you have an expectation for a profit. Now, if this were an intriguing story, institutions would be all over this, meaning increased volume, meaning price would be moving up, and then maybe, see, I don't mind KDR. This is a little bit of a different, that's not it. There we go. So this is slightly different than the other one because KDR just has like that one day straight up like that. At 280, well, good. Yeah, good for you. Good job. Yeah, it's pretty much right at the little inverted head and shoulders. So there's a little pattern. Now you have a bit of a bigger pattern. So this is a little different. You have some patterns setting up, which are psychologically healthy. But if these things start to flounder, you just have to ditch them and let them go. So, you know, because again, you just have no idea how they're coming back. KDR got a supply deal with Tesla. Okay. GKP on the LSC. Gulf Keystone Petroleum. So it's a turnaround oil play. I actually really like the volume over here. Let's get those moving averages out of the way. They're not really relevant in this kind of a crazy situation. It's already broken out, and you know it's already broken. Like there was your really good buy right there. And actually, probably that could have been extended even down lower off of that double top. That was your really good buy. You can see it just rocketed off of that. And yeah, so that was your really good buy. It's up fairly extended after that. Now everyone's looking at it again. So that's why this was your good buy. You had a double top here, broke that. Higher consolidation, even a smaller consolidation. There's actually a cup with handle right there if you see that. Cup, there's your handle, and then boom, off to the races. Pretty much ran all the way up to this other prior high and cleared that before testing it and really taking off. So at this particular moment in time, what you're looking for is a continuation buy, some kind of a chart pattern. Don't have one here quite yet. I think you probably want to buy it over that 304.5 level as it crosses that. A little bit of a gap down. The run up here the past 4 days have been okay, but not exceptional. So I think you kind of wait for it to clear that level up there. Unless you get a pullback buy. Let me throw the 50-day back up here. Okay. So, all right. So it's being supported at the 50 days. So that's good. It pulled underneath it. Volume wasn't tremendous on the breakdown. So it's probably not too bad right here, actually. You want to have a stop loss in place. Oil is making new headways. That's pretty deep, though, at 15, 16%. So I probably wouldn't be involved in this one, to be honest with you, but I know a lot of people don't necessarily always trade how I trade. And if you're cool holding this thing for a while, as long as oil remains healthy, this thing will probably work okay. I don't know what started running it here in April. I would probably look at some news, see if anything has popped up in the past few months, 6 months, see what started this going. If that's when oil prices started popping above $50. Now that we're at 70, obviously they're going to be in a better financial situation. I know shale oil producers don't do very good under $60 oil, so keep those things in mind moving forward. All right, market opens in about a minute. Let's go check our pre-market movers, see if any of those changed. And it looks like Eli would stay out. Let's go check out those market movers. There we go. Hi, Ethan. My son walked in the room. All right, so we got the only one interesting we saw here pre-market. Was it Coda? No. Wow, TLRD. C-Web was interesting. I'm not quite even sure what that is, though. Ethan. Eli says hi, buddy.
Hi, Eli.
See right there. URA ETF. Let's take a peek. Market's going to open here in 10 seconds, guys. So it should be open by the time you even see this. Yeah, actually not bad. Not bad at all. A couple days ago would have been a good day to buy it. We got GNC up 16%. We did note that. Tilroy. We also noted, why is GNC down like 99% from $60 down to $2? That's pretty crazy. But that turnaround buy for the ETF looks okay. IQ up 3%. We got Huya. I still can't buy Huya options. I forgot that, Eli. I had to buy IQ instead. So, yeah, let's check out what's going on here. We got GNC up 16%. We got LAD. Tilroy up 8%. Still rocking. CMCM. We got Momo. After a pop-up and a consolidation, a gap up this morning. That's pretty good. Look at the nice green volume pops in there. That's healthy for Momo. I can't buy options on Huya through my my broker. IQ. Please don't touch the mic. They can hear it. Okay. We got WB. We got Weibo. Still respecting that trend line. Kind of waiting for that to maybe break before anything happens with that. Auto Home still way down there. YY. Oh, that's YY, not Auto Home. Auto Home's jumping around on me, so I can't get to it. Where'd it go? There it is. There's Auto Home, still way down. It looks like we came down to this prior breakout level of 2017, right about there. That's $70 proving to be support right there. We never did quite get down here to the 67 level. We had support here and support here. So if you're a crazy bottom buyer there, that could be a good one for you. Phonar, my favorite stock that never was. Vips. All right, let's get back down to my movers here. So we've got a match up 1%. That's pretty good. WHD back 1%. UVE. Later, Matt. Yeah, I posted a video last night about Ethereum. Yeah, it was looking pretty good. Did take a position in Ethereum, as a matter of fact, and up at 201. Ah, darn it. Yep, not bad. Okay, cool. But yeah, UVE looking pretty good up here. This is one we added yesterday. I'm going to place an alert right here in case I miss it. All right, we got 5 Workday, WHD. We got cores still consolidating. CRM just looking really good. Was moving out of this little base pattern after this kind of a weird cup and handle breakout. SIVB, which is one we've been watching for a while. Still consolidating, waiting to break out up there. That's a financial company. Garmin, Cisco. Cisco broke out, again, like we noticed earlier, on really not good volume, but kind of almost a tweezer bottom down here. It'd be a tweezer bottom if we were a little bit higher here. Volume's been the same, so this could be a pretty good time to buy Cisco systems, and as it's actually potentially breaking out of a long base, and I looked at some news at them. There's some 400 gigabit switches that Cisco is apparently leading Arista Networks on, since Arista took a lot of stuff away from Cisco, and now Cisco's kind of coming back. Eli's mentioning UBNT and NUS. Cool, yeah, UBNT doing pretty good there. Yeah, they're a market leader. I actually use a lot of their products when I do my home automation stuff. That's what I have in my house actually too. Ubiquity. What kind of rumors are those, Eli? Those inside rumors or those public rumors? Wish you had inside rumors. Me too. When you get some inside rumors, let me know. Regeneron. Alright, looks like having a little bit of an update so far. Nothing to write home about. Yeah, Fizz was up a little bit. Pretty good day yesterday in Fizz. Look at this increase in volume recently. We had increase in volume here before the big earnings break, which just pissed me off. And then so now we have higher volume again. Hopefully this can continue and just kind of walk us higher. I think that would be really nice. Let's see, VIPS looks like it's up, but way down here. Let's see, I don't know if we can ratchet and rally back higher here, but those options have got to be crazy there, Eli. You want to take a $50 gamble to make $500? Although I bet you that's probably more than a $50 option. So now you got slack for that, Eli. You got slack for that, buddy. It's like, hey, I really have a very strong personal belief in this stock. No bottom buys? Like I said, $50. All right, here's down 1%. Let's look at the ones that are down the most. Sometimes those can also tell you some stories. Home Depot down another 1%. Killing me, Home Depot. Funko. Generac. And BE, the only things down. Let's go to my general list here. What's down today? Carvana. With my kids' account? You wish. You wish, Eli. Toll Brothers. Here. Car. EC, nice pullback. Nice pullback day today. After a massive day yesterday. I mean, that's just one of those days that's great. That's a good day on EC. I've had my eye on that thing for a while now. And didn't buy it because I was fully invested. Oh, well, win some, lose some. SLCA. CLR, what are you doing? You're still not pulling back after oil's doing good things, so that's not a healthy situation for that. MDC, Restoration Hardware, not really doing a whole lot. UUU, Funko, Fang. So, Boot. I haven't seen Boot in a little bit. What's Boot doing? Looks like it's just been kind of walking higher. Look at that. That's pretty nice. And TFX? You mean Netflix? I don't see NTFX on here at all. The N and the X tells me it's... Oh, and the T. And the F. Tells me it could be Netflix. I don't know about that. I mean, it's okay. I don't think fundamentally Netflix is broken at all. Oh, you know what? You did mention Facebook earlier. Yeah, coming back down to the support line, this would probably be a pretty good place for a low risk entry. Did Rachel do the whole damn yard yesterday? Oh no, she didn't. So kind of one of those tight stops. Maybe in Facebook, just coming all the way down here. Yeah, I know it's under the 200-day, under the 50-day, but maybe it's just one of those situations where the risk reward is really good down here with a very tight stop, kind of under this trend line right there. But yeah, Facebook does have quite a bit of headwinds in the news, so maybe avoid that one. Kind of a double-edged sword there, to be honest with you. Have stocks in Facebook? Well, I would probably, if you have them down here, I'd give them a little bit more. See if they undercut this trend line here. You can see this trend line goes back a ways. Let's go out to the weekly chart. So this is a very, very long-term trend line in Netflix, and it's respected at all but one time where it gapped below it, and then reversed back up. Other than that, it's respected this trend line. So, I mean, this is its only trend. If it breaks this trend line, I think it's toast, and you're already down here, so just give it the rest of the way. And really not liking what Home Depot's doing. But we're still above the breakdown point, or the breakout point, and we did break out on good volume. Although we're also selling off on pretty good volume too. You'd get in there? Yeah, that could be good. Well, I've already got a position, so I'm not going to be getting in. I got it on the breakout. A lot of the stocks I've been picking recently pull back a lot. Up 1,700%. That's dope. 921. When did you buy those? There's really nothing wrong with this chart. I mean, I don't know how greedy. I don't even know if it's greed, Alec, but that's 1,700% is pretty. It's a pretty damn nice gain. Technically, there's nothing wrong with it. Hold on a second. Okay. Um, yeah, I was thinking about Eli's trimming the position. That was kind of one of my initial thoughts. I mean, you have such a good gain. Even if that went back down to 1,200%, you'd be a little upset at yourself. So I would start to sell some. I don't know if you have one or 20, how many of these options you've got, but I would probably just start to trim some. But I mean, it's in 121 or 921. So you got about a week left. Um, I don't know, man. This thing it's just rocketing up higher. Oh, hey, man, something that's better than nothing. So how many did you buy? Like 100? Did you buy 10? I mean, you could start. Probably what you, and I really don't advocate this very often, but probably what you could do is kind of hawk these shorter term charts if you're looking for an exit, and then start to kind of look for some intraday trends to maybe get you out of it. But I mean, this thing is proven that it's willing to go higher, ready to go higher. It continues to go higher. So, and you only have about a week left in it. Um, but it seems like every week it's gone up. Let's go to the weekly. Yeah, like look at this thing on the weekly. It's just been that far. So, well, let's see. You've got 921 90s. Yeah, that's pretty liquid there. It's not really even out of the money. It's only at $90.31. So you must have bought it when it was like $70. Um, so I mean, you probably get filled. You see, 191 was the last fill it had right there. You probably get filled at about 190. But yeah, every week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's just had bellwether weeks, and there's no major sign of it stopping. To be honest with you, like it doesn't look like it wants to stop. There's nothing wrong with this chart at all. You can probably let some of it go. Maybe cover some of it, sell half of it, sell a quarter of it if you want to be greedy, and then let the rest run. But you could have a day or two which wipes out a decent amount of your percentage. So you can go either way, man. When you have a winning trade like that, you have a lot of options. You have a lot of options, and none of them are bad. None of them are bad. Give yourself a place where you will get out, because again, you only have about a week left, and you don't want it to erode from you. I think that's the key point there. Limit that erosion. So if you want to give it to 89.03, now you're up 1.74% today, so that'll probably bring you back down, like I said, about 1,200% if we get lower than that. But give yourself a point where you're going to get out. But I mean, up in these highs, I'm not mad at selling at 1,700%. Even if it goes up to 2,000, 2,500%, it's not going to be a tremendous cash difference to you. So, but great job, very good job on that trade. What made you buy that one, and when did you buy that one? Always like to go over winning trades. Did you buy on the gap there? Did you buy back down here off of one of these bases? All right, not sure if Alex responding or not, but um, limit that there. Move on a little bit there. So there's Cron pulling back a little bit. We got Home Depot pulling back, showing a little bit of support so far, so that's good. That's Eli. Eli supporting it right there at the $207 level, $208 level. So thanks, Eli. You got the NASDAQ up 1.16%, so that's fantastic. Rallying higher right there. Let's take a peek at what's going on now. Got Funko in here down, Home Depot down, Generac and Fizz. The other day they were all up. Now a lot of them are down, so can't win them all. Yeah, Fortnite, that thing's just beautiful curve up. Gorgeous. All right, not getting an answer there from Alex. Let's move on. We got Generac here, or I'm sorry, GNC up 20%. And this is going to be a bellwether day for this stock. You can see right there. Maybe get a good run of it. One thing interesting is that the selling is definitely abated. I wonder if there's any kind of good, like what this can get to $6 or something. $6 by 2020. Let's say 10. So check that out, Eli. We got GNC. Thanks, Eli. Thanks, I appreciate that. So GNC is actually pretty interesting right here. Like I said, I'm not a bottom buyer, really by any stretch of the imagination, but this thing has come down a tremendous amount. It's been flat most of the year. It was up here at 326, came down to 271, so really not a huge downside move. It's been pretty flat. And starting to see some pokes to the upside there. Okay, so let's do this falling wedge. Maybe that falling wedge. Excuse me. That's a bit of a different scenario than that was. But let's say this thing jumps up here to 6.4. Let's say, and this has some longer term options on it. Again, I don't know. Yeah, you can get one of these for like $85. So let's say it goes up here to $10 and tests these highs. If you take this out to 2020, which is way out here, that's a 488% gain on a $5 option. Not bad for $85. That's not bad at all. So the earnings on here, 25 cents over 7 cents, 24 cents over 37 cents, 2 cents over 41 cents. I'm not super mad at that. I mean, really. We haven't really cratered going any lower. There's got to be something at some point going on. VHT on ASX, let's take a peek. When all look doom and gloom, a miracle appears. Why do they let these stupid articles on here? I'm sorry, VHT, not. I was looking at the index. Vanguard World Healthcare ETF, ASX. So it's Volpranzo. Okay. Yeah, this is interesting. Just broke into new highs. See right there at the, that's a very small stock, penny stock. Penny stocks are really dangerous. It's hard to say. You know, I don't know anything about. Again, you got to know the fundamentals. You got to know what these guys do. But just from a charting perspective, it does look pretty good. I don't mind it at all. You have some nice declining volume here, even though it's pretty heavy. Then you have a breakout candle. It's pulling back right now, so about a 10% to kind of the most recent stop right there. But it's just been marching its way higher. Really not a major breakout. It's okay. It's not my favorite. I don't like to do penny stocks. There's too much weirdness in them. But I mean, the volume signature looks pretty healthy. Other than that, I don't know what else to say about it. I need to know more about it. I always look stocks up on IBD, guys. I always like to know what's going on with them. And this one, I don't have that that reference. So, Health Technologies Limited, breast imaging analytics and analysis products for early detection of breast cancer, medical device industry. Yeah, so maybe it works. Maybe it works, but that's not really it's a very mini cup with handle. It's not a textbook though, cup with handle, but yeah, maybe it undercuts a little bit more and then comes back in. Looks like it kind of wants to test these highs, which is doing. Maybe it undercuts it a little bit and gets back in. Maybe a buy on the trend line or something, but not really my favorite. August 27th. Cool. Let's take a peek. Yeah, looked pretty good there, and then just kept going, huh? Yeah, sometimes even if they're a little extended, they can do good. Good job. All right, so Home Depot pulling back a little bit. We got a GNC now up 23%. Ooh, now you're going to pay $105 for that 2020 option. Let's see what we're doing to that wedge. Come on. There we go. Trying to cross through the wedge. That's an interesting day there, though. Hmm. Well, there's nothing here on GNC. Look at this. This looks like hot garbage. Composite rating of 8. Wow. Super hot garbage. No news articles, like nothing's going on with this thing. Just nothing. Yeah, so I wonder if it's worth a gamble. Maybe they get their act together. I don't know, but no one's got too much confidence in them as of right now. All right, let's move on. I'm sorry, man. GNC is kind of you know, they're really big in their space. They're kind of a market leader. They can have huge moves, and really the price isn't going much lower. So I'm just kind of thinking, what's the, you know, maybe someone's missing something in this story. I don't know what that may be. I mean, the chart doesn't necessarily imply it. Although, if you notice, the volume's really dried down, meaning selling's abated. You have these two things up here, these two big spires right there. But, you know. Yeah, I kind of agree with you, Eli. Like I said, sometimes I like to play devil's advocate. My thought process is, you know, you can get a super cheap option, get you 400% in 2 years. If it goes to $10. I mean, this thing could rally well past 10 if it gets its act together, but yeah, probably just too much mental overhead. All right, let's check out what's moving, what's continuing to move here. We got GNC, we got VIPS, another well beaten down stock. Man, that thing's well beaten down. IQ doing good, up 8%. Let's get out of this weekly, go back to the daily. All right, so nice, good volume today. Look at that. That's really good volume. Let's blow this up. Again, NASDAQ up about 1%, doing good. Higher low here. Looks like there's maybe another subsequent trend line there. We've already broken that. Good gap up. Looks like yesterday was a good day to buy. So HUI and IQ. Up here, I don't know, man. That's good volume today, though. Look at that volume. Only a half hour into the trading day, and we're already at what was average, you know, for a couple of weeks minus yesterday. So that's a good pocket pivot right there. We talk about pocket pivots every once in a while. Textbook definition of a pocket pivot goes back, with stocks you can define it. Goes back higher than any 9 days. Goes back, okay, so go back 9 days, find the highest down candle, which would be here. And we basically, I think we eclipsed it. 15.19, 14.5. Not quite, but I'll give it a go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we did hit it. Okay, so it is a definition of a pocket pivot. So is this on that. So you could have bought there. You could have bought here. Obviously, this turned out to be the better buy. And see if that continues. Stitch Fix up 6% today. Wow, doing really good after coming out of that. Excellent. Weibo. There's Huya. YY. Talked about Momo earlier this morning. Yandex. Eli, put everything into Yandex. GDS, NetEase, Charter, Autohome, Bida. Go back to Bida. I believe this is used car sales in China. So another bottom buy that is potential. Look at that. Look at that area of support right there. There's a trend line right there. Bam, and we're right on top of that thing. Look at that. This has been supported a lot. So, looks like it's kind of been stuck on a range up here to the $30 level. I'm going to look at some bit of options at 30, just kind of see what happens. Nothing super pretty. Okay, MU. Micron Technologies. Oh, no. Oh, I didn't click on NU. That's why. There's MU. Mew. You really failing. CMCM, Solar Fund. Who says there's no bargains to be had in the stock market? Alibaba. Ooh, coming back into the base, guys. That could be a good buy for Alibaba. Could be, could be. All right, guys, I'm going to run out of here in a minute. Give you guys a minute to get some last-minute questions in, or stocks if you want to look at, or things I haven't noticed yet, or if you want to tell me I'm an idiot. Feel free to do it in the next couple of minutes. Eli, you're not allowed. I get to hear from you enough. And why not? Go ahead. UBNT up 2%, doing really good. All right, what are the stocks up here doing? BE. I had a really good day yesterday. Didn't start out so hot. Ended up being a really good day. BE just marching higher, guys. I really like this one. I wish it had. Oh, it does have some options, but I think they're a little pricey at this particular point in time. Look at a $35 option paying $5 for it. It's almost $6 for it. That's pretty pricey. But love that BE. That's looking really good. Oops, here we go. I'm down here. Workday doing good. CRM doing good. Regeneron looks like it's coming back again. UVE doing good. Match back into new highs. FIVN, looks like it's rocketing higher there. Well, not rocketing. Look at that. There's no volume today. There's just no volume today. WHD still looks like it's consolidating, but it's moving in the right direction at least. Talked about Cisco looking pretty good. Funko, whoa, look at yesterday. Wow. That's a big reversal day. I didn't notice that. I didn't really look at Funko during the close at all. I don't have any positions in it, but that looks like a very, very good day. And, whatever that lawsuit news was the other day look kind of like hot garbage in terms of Funko. That's our target, 31 in Funko. Yeah, options have too much built into them at that particular point in time. Tweezer on Funko. Tweezer bottom. FIVN doesn't have a tweezer bottom. You got to be talking about Funko, Eli. No, there's no tweezer. Tweezer bottom, you got to have price and volume basically moving in lockstep. That's really kind of the definition of that pattern. Cisco, Garmin, Shutterstock doing really good. FFIV doing good. SIVB, kind of waiting for this thing to do something. Still not interested. Control 4. Nice little reversal there, coming back to highs. What's Coors doing? Just very muted here. Not really doing a whole lot. SIVB. Domino's Pizza, not doing a lot. Twilio, chilling. Fizz, hanging out. Not doing a whole lot there. What's the volume like today? Just nothing? Really going to make me zoom in on the day. Wow, only 7,300 shares traded? What the hell's going on? That's quite literally nothing in 198,000 share per day. So what's 7 times 30? 210,000? Okay. $43,000 comprised over the course of volume today, and that would put it 43,000. That's really low. That's like way down here. That's crazy. That's really, really low volume. So I'm not sure if it was lack of buyers or lack of sellers, but either way, it's not super great. Well, I guess that's a false statement. And Home Depot, hopefully that's the bottom for this, so we can keep going there. We've had good volumes in here. The base has been pretty healthy. Declining volume throughout that weird handle. And even with a potential double bottom on the right side, they're looking pretty good. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for joining me today. Be safe out there. See you guys next time.